in the car was my penis.
Don't forget to leave a 5-star review on iTunes for my friends at the Amish Inquisition.
an extended intro. Oh, set headphone levels. Welcome to the Amish Inquisition, episode 111.
111.
111.
Ni hao.
I was going to say Sunday, but it's not Sunday, is it?
It's
No.
Monday. Monday.
Hello?
Oh, new soundbite.
Monday, the 23rd of December.
Excellent.
Willkommen, bienvenue. Praise Jabalon and all the elves. The free Masonic elves. Oh, God.
Amish Phil,
Yes,
are you in the house?
I am.
Amish Ben.
I am also in the house.
Who are you?
Amish Matt.
Hey.
I'm in the house.
Good. It's
Thanks.
very Christmassy. Three of us.
I've just been eating some plain crackers
Oh, yeah.
with some cheese.
Hang on. That's not plain, is it?
The cracker was plain.
You had the cheese separately.
Yeah.
A separate event.
No, the cheese was on the crackers, but I was just sort of went to tell everybody to avoid matzo crackers.
Did you
Rakusens.
combine the two in the mastigation? So you had a-
Mastication.
Mastication.
That's what I said.
So
was it?
It sounded a mixture between masturbation and mastication. Masturbation. Something like that it sounded like. But they get mixed in my mouth, yeah.
Fucking slut dragon.
With yes, yes.
Yeah.
That was a very good one.
That was.
That was an excellent episode of Rick and Morty. You slut!
Just whipping it in the wizard.
Yeah. Yeah.
You slut.
And then the weird creepy dragon, the slut dragons who lived in his cave came out of his masturbation.
Yeah, the old one.
old guy.
The old guy. Oh, no.
That was awful.
Oh, yes. Very
And also, yeah, the soul. What was it? The soul bonding was it
Soul
called?
bond, yeah.
Yeah, the soul bind was it?
Soul slut.
Yeah.
Oh, you salties.
Soul bind orgy.
Shall we do some corrections? Get them out of the way.
There's
sure
no
there's plenty.
corrections. How can there be?
From last week with Dan. Two corrections.
Only two. That was a good episode.
Lindsay Hoyle is Labour MP for Chorley,
I think we said that.
the new speaker. We didn't know. We said,
Okay.
Chorley. Is he Conservative? He's maybe Labour. Don't know.
It's not anything.
And he's a man.
Yes, he is,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a man.
Yeah.
I said he was a woman at first.
Yeah.
I used the wrong pronoun, so sorry if I offended him.
He misgendered Lindsay Hoyle.
I did.
Fucking hell.
God.
Did he? Should be
Into
called
the
Kimberly.
pit with you,
Kimberly, yeah, that's another one.
Yeah.
Vivian.
Vivian, yeah.
Les.
Francis.
Francis.
Leslie, yeah. Leslie.
Karen.
Dave.
Karen. Second correction. We got a bit mixed up with our generations. We were talking about different generations.
The millennials and
Gen X.
XLennials and what's the one with the crossovers?
Well.
Here we go. Here we go.
So Dan is born in 93, I believe.
Yeah.
He's well in smack bang in the middle of
What was
being
his
a millennial.
postcode? What was his postcode again?
It's a postcode.
Oh, man, just joking.
He's a millennial. Individuals born in Generation X and millennial cusp years
Cuspers.
of the late 70s and early to mid 80s have been identified as a micro-generation
Micro.
with characteristics of both these. Names given to these cuspers include Xennials,
Ooh, that's us.
that's us, Generation Catalano, and the Oregon Trail generation.
What's the Oregon Trail?
Same name, same
Same.
generation.
Yeah, I know, but what is the Oregon? What's that reference?
I don't know.
I mean,
I think the idea is that you have some positive and negatives from the prior generation, Gen X, and the millennials.
yeah, I know that's what it means, but I was just wondering, it's a bit of a strange name, the Oregon Trail.
Yeah, I don't know what the etymology for that is. With the source of that is.
Etymology.
If you think of it like our generation, we didn't benefit from cheap housing like Gen X.
Yes.
We could buy a terraced house for 40 grand.
Mhm.
Oh no. Yeah.
But unlike the millennials, we remember life before the internet and social media.
Exactly, yeah.
So we're on the cusp.
Yeah.
Pre
So
internet.
they're the two corrections.
Cuspers. not woke.
So everything else that we said in that podcast is fact.
Well, that's the
Pure
only corrections we
fact.
got. So
It's like a rich seam of facts
Yeah.
in a sea of false
Filth.
shit.
I got some Christmas presents this week
From him?
from online chemistry tutor.
Oh, right.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
OLCT. But.
First one is this.
It's a hazard sign.
Oh, go and put that outside the door.
Do not disturb. Serious shit going down.
Or just put it on the
Right.
toilet.
So
Warning, keep out of reach of children. Choking hazard. It's fucking massive.
Right, yeah, I could hang that on the door outside, couldn't I? When
Yeah.
we're streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's some serious shit going down
Present number
when
2
we're streaming.
is a toilet brush for the man cave.
Very
Oh,
good.
yes.
Very good.
in
It's the leader of the free world.
And eventually, once it gets all scuffed from use in your latrine, it'll look like his hair. Now it's like
Oh,
he's
it'll go
been
down,
blow dried.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a fresh dew.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he wearing no shoes?
Well,
Question.
wouldn't you if you
Can I
were
see
gonna
his
get
toes?
You can do what you like with it.
I mean, yeah,
It's a Donald Trump bog brush.
it
Mhm.
is.
And the final gift, which is my favourite,
The final gift.
which I haven't
Yep.
tested
Regarding
out. I haven't tested out yet.
lemony scent. Oh, show us your growler for manly men.
Is it
70% of the time, it works all the
Oh.
time.
is it a genuine
it's not
fucking
sex pan.
aftershave?
Wow, growler for manly men. The scent of a legend.
Eau de toilette.
Oh, of the toilet.
I like the 70s themed packaging.
Oh, it's nice.
Where is that? Is that
Pew, pew,
is that
pew.
is that in some kind of thing? Growler aftershave.
No.
Oh
It
Looks
was
like
it was
Clockwork
Sex
Orange.
Panther
yes.
in
Is that what it is? Is it taking off Sex Panther? I mean,
I would say so, yeah.
should we open it up then and see what it smells like?
If you like.
The scent of a
sniff of your
legend.
growler. I can only apologise.
Smells of fish or sausages. You know what I'm talking about.
Ben, you've just returned from the Far East.
I have.
Whereabouts
Yeah.
did you go, Ben?
Went to China, to Shenzhen,
Yeah.
That's
on the mainland.
That's the manufacturing hub, isn't it?
Actual
Ah.
China,
It's
yeah.
where they make all the
Yeah.
rubber dog turds.
The home of Huawei.
You'll be flying rubber dog shit from Taiwan for the rest of your career.
That's right.
Yes,
Shenzhen
pretty
there.
badly misquoted, but yeah, in the right ballpark, I would say.
What film?
What, do you want me to even, have to say what it is?
Yeah. You
You're
have to
gonna
walk
put it
into
on?
it. Matt's testing out the growler.
Smells all right. It smells like beer.
Maybe it's beer.
Woo! It's powerful.
Oh god, it comes out quick.
Oh, I can smell it now.
That is an 80s.
In my,
It is.
Whoa,
Whoa,
it's just getting stronger.
brings me back to
It's just getting stronger.
brings me back to my childhood.
that's a big
It does. That smells like some of my brother's aftershaves. That
Yeah.
was it called?
Old Spice.
Well, no, there's
No,
one
Old
called
Spice
with a
smell
beginning with an
alright.
A, like Aramis.
Aramis.
Was it Aramis?
It was, yeah.
Fucking
That is
That is
some
potent.
serious
Aramis, he
shit.
was one of the three musketeers, weren't he?
Possibly, but I don't know.
Porthos,
Porthos.
Porthos, Athos, and Aramis.
And D'Artagnan.
Musket hounds are always ready.
Yeah, China.
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 So
In the
go
land
on.
of China, what did you see?
So I've been to China and I saw like a big city, and it's very much the same as another big city. I didn't see anyone being repressed. I saw no homeless people in China.
Because it's a communist state, so they take over, they'll look after the homeless people.
Yeah,
Either that, or they just
The
murdered
labour
them.
camps.
I think the correct phrase is there is a place for homeless people to go.
Yes, re-educated
Mm.
into not being homeless.
It's so there were no homeless people in China.
Mm-hmm.
It was very clean.
Was it
Tidy.
clean?
Yeah.
apart from the air.
Am I-
Apart from the air, yeah.
But the
Christ.
streets were clean.
The streets were clean, yeah.
I would imagine the streets would be
Tidy, you know.
but
It was
rubbish,
tidy.
full of rubbish for some reason.
No.
I don't know why. Just in
No.
my head. I don't know why.
It was very tidy. It was very modern.
Did you go
modern
to
city.
Shenzhen? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I did Shenzhen. Yeah.
So, and that is a manufacturing
Pardon me.
Hub.
hub.
Well, all the HQs are there for like Foxconn and Huawei and
What's Fox?
Panasonic. They make chips for
Apple.
iPhones.
Oh, right, okay.
That's where they put the nets around the factory
Yeah,
and stop
stop.
people committing suicide.
Yeah, 500,000 people work at that factory.
Shit.
It's a lot.
Don't they live there as well?
Yeah.
500,000?
Yeah. Little story about the nets and the suicide. You know, the instances of suicide went up after the company started offering life insurance.
Went up.
Yeah, so
Right.
they were offering life insurance. So these guys were jumping out of windows because they knew that their family would get a big payout and they could be looked after.
Yeah.
So that's why. It's not like, I mean, I'm sure the working conditions were less than here, but I don't think it's all down to they will work to death and jumping out windows.
What is it down to?
I think it's down to them choosing to jump out windows to give their family a better life because you get a big payout.
Yeah, but wouldn't you jump out of a window because you are depressed because you want to give your friends?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
You'd still have to have nothing to live for.
I don't think
different
I don't
mentality.
think they're just falling on their swords.
Baby, yeah. It's like someone offered you £1 million tomorrow, 10 million. Would you kill 100 million for your family if you killed yourself tomorrow? Would you do it?
I wouldn't know, but
No.
I'm not of that.
Culture.
Yeah,
I don't think that comes into it. Ben.
strange. Anyway, I didn't see any craziness really in China. Saw a bit of craziness in Hong Kong. Saw some.
Oh.
Did you go to Hong Kong as well?
Yeah, I went to Hong Kong. Spent
doing
Friday
there?
afternoon and evening in Hong Kong. Went to
Checking out the-
Kowloon.
Checking out the protesters.
Went to Kowloon, down Nathan Road.
What's Kowloon?
Kowloon's a city in Hong Kong, and they have all the shops that sell stuff like crap. I was desperately looking for some like black action figures to bring back. Well, I didn't have a great deal of time, so
All right.
you go down and every 5 seconds someone's harassing you for a copy Rolex or a suit. I can make you a suit in 8 hours or whatever.
3 seconds.
20 quid. I bought a kimono.
Obviously.
Dragon.
Of course I did.
Why
Yeah,
did you
I
not?
picked
Why did you not come in
dragon
it?
on the back. Well, I did consider it. That was she wanted $320, which is 32 quid.
For what?
A kimono.
Oh right.
It's
Okay.
double-sided, double whatever it is, lined.
Reversible.
Quite nice.
Like a shelf.
Embroidered-
Kimono
embroidered is
expert
really nice.
Ben.
Really done. Anyway, I paid £12 for it in the end, so that was.
What's the
That's pretty
correct measure for Baileys?
As much
50
as you can
mil.
get in the glass.
50 mil?
50 mil, yeah.
It's all about the ratio of ice to Baileys, isn't it? So,
I think you want to see a bit of ice, don't you? Poking out.
yeah,
Right, I'll do then. It's
but the
Christmas.
ice will float. So you know.
Right.
So yeah, we're walking back to the waterfront to have a look at the Bruce Lee statue and the Walker's stars and stuff like that. It's quite a really nice waterfront. You can see over to Hong Kong Island and all the skyscrapers are lit up with the neon signs and stuff. And you have a laser show at 8:00 every night. That's to music. It wasn't great. I was expecting more, to be honest. But anyway, we're walking back down Nathan Road, and I saw some riot police hanging out, waiting for trouble. Exactly as you see on TV with masks and stuff. But there wasn't any trouble. Didn't see any trouble. They were just hanging around. And then further on, we saw some protesters. So there was like 7 or 8 guys in yellow jackets, megaphone, few other signs and stuff, just obviously going to protest about something somewhere. But they all seemed happy. They weren't bothered. There was no clashes that I saw while I was there. The only thing that panicked me a little bit was what I thought was gunfire at one point as we were going down to the harbour front.
Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang. Really loud, loads of people running. I was like, what the fuck?
Everything's under control. Situation normal.
Exactly. So, of course, we had a look from a distance. We went around to see what was going on. And it looked like they were filming like a movie or a TV show or something. And there was a fellow with a gun who was firing blanks. and then loads of people running and falling over. But then he got up again, and they had these like big lights, LED lights. So the lad who were filming. So I saw no trouble except something that was.
Are you
filmed.
trying to say that all
No,
the things
I'm
we
not
see on the
saying anything.
news is basically just been filmed?
Could
for
you
Hong
imagine
Kong
if that was the case?
television, and it's just all been a big mistake?
I thought it was all.
All publicity is good publicity.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought all the trouble was confined to like a university. No,
That's
Recent-
all
most
over Hong Kong
recently.
now.
they were hemmed in a university, and that's where it was all kicking off.
No,
Most
it's all
recently,
over.
wasn't it? That was a specific event.
Or was it an airport?
No, it was at a university because they
Right.
got them all out, didn't they?
Right.
Starved them out or whatever. Got off the water. and
Siege
stuff.
tactics.
Apparently, people were trying
Well, that's
to
what the
escape.
film showed, anyway.
They were coming out through the sewers and stuff, weren't they? As part of that, so they didn't get
Really?
arrested. Yeah.
Coming out of those well-lit sewers.
What did you eat in China?
In the
Oh
van.
my god! Right, the food is weird. They eat things like, goose heads. Like duck neck is supposed to be a tasty
It's-
specialty.
It's. I don't mean this disparagingly, but it's often referred to as peasant food, isn't it?
Well, they eat everything. They eat the whole animal, which
And that-
I think's probably good in a way. We don't because we don't have to because we can afford not to.
That's the idea. But apparently, it's remained within the culture to eat the feet, everything basically.
Yeah.
Even though everyone's becoming more.
Fish,
affluence.
you get a fish, you get the whole thing, and you eat everything.
It's
Tail, fin,
intestines.
heads.
Well, if you went back to say maybe the 1950s or 40s, people used to eat tongue,
Yeah, tripe.
tripe,
Yeah,
feet, trotters. Pig's
Yeah.
trotters.
pig's trotters.
I think maybe that's only a recent development in our culture.
Because it is, and that's because of affluence
Mm-hmm.
in our culture.
Wow, just in the last 50 years.
Yeah,
That's weird.
imagine what we won't be eating in 50 years' time.
Meat.
I fear for black pudding. That's number one on the top of the list, I think.
Yeah.
You eat black pudding?
Steak and kidney pie.
Kidney,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I kind of avoided a lot of the weirder Chinese.
So what did you
foods.
eat?
We went
Did you just
to
take 1,000 packets of Monster Munch?
No, they-
Apples and black coffee.
they took us out for meals, and like we had the classic thing where you go in China, they don't eat in a restaurant. You go to a private dining room
Mm-hmm.
at a big table, and it's like a lazy Susan in the middle, and they put
Why
all
is
the
she
dishes
lazy?
on, and she's just a bitch. And they push it around, and you get whatever you want. And it's just food, course after
Yeah,
course
that's
after
the
course,
thing, yeah.
loads and loads of food.
Yeah.
And they sit the most important people facing the door, which I'd learned this on before I went. I'd learned how to present a business card, 2 hands, bow, pass it over, and when you receive one, you have to look at it, both
Bend
sides, look
over.
at it,
Swipe it.
got it, yeah. Beep, beep.
I thought you'd just throw it like a ninja star.
No, that's Japan.
Japan,
yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So yeah, they sit the most important people facing the door. So they sat us facing the door, and I thought, oh yeah, this is cool. I'm not eating any of this shit. Anyway, the thing I did eat was they had this chicken soup. I thought, oh, chicken
Oh
soup's all
no! I bet you there's a foot in it.
right. There was more than a foot. And there was some.
What have I done?
There was definitely some beak action in there. Anyway, it was served in a coconut, so it was like a
Oh, it's like this is Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
isn't it?
The monkey brains.
Yeah.
It was a laptop coconut, and it was like a broth, a thin broth.
Was it
All
a
the
coconut?
soups are really thin. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was a coconut.
It was like a camel testicle cut in half.
Well, I think it's cooked in the coconut, but it's really thin broth
No,
that's just
a
been cooking
camel's
for ages.
Testicle cooked
It
in a
looked like
coconut.
moose knuckles in there. This chicken was black chicken. Like
Not
the
a
flesh-
thing.
Yeah, it is.
Not
Yeah,
a
it is.
thing.
I googled it. It's the flesh is black of this chicken.
It's that because of like the 3-eyed fish on The Simpsons.
No, I don't know. Particulars. It's so that tasted quite nice, although I didn't eat any of the
Black
chunks
chicken meat.
because I'm
It's
pretty sure I
the
saw a
diesel
beak.
fumes in
Black chicken meat.
Black chicken meat. The meat is black.
Is that because it's a sick animal?
No, I think it's a breed of chicken.
I'm trying to rack my brains now to think of other flesh that's
Well,
black.
it's pink, isn't it?
Is it Did it?
It's the
You
skin.
cook it. You cook it and it turns black.
The skin is definitely like black, like
Right.
ink black, and
Okay.
the flesh is sort of grayer, but it's definitely not like our chicken.
I can imagine that. You could breed a chicken, couldn't you?
Just leave it in the sun.
Yeah, until it went black.
Give it the boats.
Mm.
Yeah. Gross, probably. Yeah, most of this stuff's been through the boats. It smelled like it. No, it was all right. They had a lot of fish, so there's a lot of seafood there.
Oh,
Don't
no.
eat the river fish. And don't eat the shellfish.
No.
And that's the
Why is that?
advice. Just because it's full of they filter, don't they? So it's full of
How do you know
how
that-
shellfish eat is they filter the water through
Oh, like a whale.
thing.
They eat
Yeah, like a
plankton.
baleen
Yeah.
thing on
Right.
a whale, and all the crap that's in the water stays with the fish.
Lead.
So then when you eat it, it's like when you get a prawn and you have to take the line out of it because that's its intestines. It's
Yeah.
usually black and horrible.
Just eat the head.
Yeah, yeah, just
The
crunch,
shell.
crunchy bit. Well, again, the Chinese guys we were with, they were eating prawns and they put a whole king prawn in the mouth, and they don't know what they're doing with their tongues, but they can shell a prawn in their mouth and then just remove the shell.
All right.
So
Imagine just
sounds
like
good.
dealing with all those little prawn legs
Yeah.
and its little
Yeah.
feelers.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, baby. I can
The,
shell prawn.
Didn't have anything mental. They were catering to us. I know all this is mental, but I didn't see any like live king cobras or anything like that.
That's
That's
India.
India.
Whatever.
Have you not seen Indiana Jones?
No.
The ancient eggs.
Oh,
What?
the stinky eggs. Did you have some fermented eggs?
No, I did not touch.
But they were
those.
there though.
They were available to eat. They had these like snails, which I didn't eat. They had abalone, which were like this weird sea cucumber
Oh no.
mollusk thing.
I've accidentally eaten sea cucumber. It doesn't taste fishy.
No,
It's when we
It's
went.
not a
it
fish.
does not taste fishy.
Yeah, but it comes from the sea though, doesn't it?
Right.
Fruit de la mer.
Yeah, it was. They came afterwards. We were having a posh meal somewhere. I think in Spain, and they told us afterwards. After that course, they came and said, "And this course was sea cucumber."
Oh, afterwards, yeah,
Yeah.
that's the best way to do it. That's how I ate Japanese knotweed at Long Clume in Cartmel. But they told me afterwards.
Was it nice?
So yeah, it was all right. So yeah, there's that. They had what else did they have? We went for Thai the next night, and that was kind of normal. That was all right. Just Thai green, Thai red, Thai yellow, chicken curry with meats in it. Don't know what that was.
Excuse me, how long has this meat been boiled for?
I think the worst thing yet was in the airport on the flight home. We found like a Gordon Ramsay
Oh no!
food
No.
outlet thing in the
No.
airport.
All right.
I thought, oh, meatballs, pasta and meatballs. I'll have something
Sweepings.
normal. Pasta and meatballs, chicken meatballs. Right, okay, I'll do with that. So anyway, they came round, and one of these meatballs, I put it in my mouth, and it kind of unravelled. It was just skin. It was gross.
What? Whose skin?
Chicken skin, I hope.
Chicken?
Yeah. Just like a wrapped up ball of chicken skin. It was gross. They did us some Western food for lunch on the last day.
Fish and chips.
Just praying. Is this river fish and chips?
So I had spaghetti bolognese that was made with soy sauce.
God.
That was interesting.
Oh, no.
And the meat was sort of crispy. I'm gonna say crispy. It was minced, but it wasn't minced beef.
It's fried.
It's
fried mince.
It's probably
It's the
just
special stuff.
minced beak. No, it was all right. It was edible. I ate that. They had pizzas. They had a Hawaiian, and they had like a half and half pepperoni and durian fruit,
What's that?
which is that stinky
Yeah,
vomit
right,
vomit
okay, yeah.
fruit, the vile stuff. So I didn't touch that either. So yeah, I've probably lost quite a lot of weight.
Did you actually? What did you drink?
Tea's good.
Right. Okay.
They have a Starbucks. They brought us Starbucks every day, so I was like, oh, okay, yeah, deal with that. Big black coffee.
Did you have chaperones while you were there at all
yeah,
times?
Yeah, we had a
To follow
taxi
you.
driver, like a limo driver, in this. It's a Toyota Alphard, which is looks like a minivan, like a bongo or something, but it's got two big kind of couch seats in it. So you're sitting in pretty much a couch, like a nice upholstered chair in a car. So it's really good. You had like telly and stuff in there. They just drove us wherever we wanted to go. That's pretty good. I did sneak out a couple of times in the morning, dead early in the morning. Went
Alone?
for a walk. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
When you
just
got
on
up
a
at
boot.
3.
Just got up at 3, got up at 4. Went out about 5 both times.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
How long were you there for?
We landed Tuesday and went straight to the office, which was hell.
What the fuck did you do when you went straight to the office?
I started working. We met them, and I was in this fucking banging t-shirt, just been wearing that for the whole flight over
For 3
11 and a half
days.
hours. And then, yeah, and then
And you just started working.
yeah, I know the taxi driver took us straight there. After we went through, border control is exactly how you would imagine it. So there's big rolls of razor wire on the borders.
Right.
And, people with guns.
Which
soldiers and
which
stuff.
border?
So when you go through Hong Kong, you come to a border that is the end of Hong Kong. So you get checked. Your papers get checked as you're leaving Hong Kong, and then you're in this like sort of demilitarized zone between the two.
Mm-hmm.
It's only about the size of a football pitch. In
Width.
length of a football pitch, the width of several football pitches side by side. So it's a yard basically. It's a big yard
What
area.
is the width of a football pitch? Will it be 125 yards or something? Something like that,
No.
or 150 yards?
It's within certain parameters, isn't it? All pitches are different sizes, aren't they?
Yeah, because Arsenal famously had a wide pitch, the tiki-taka.
Yeah, some places have small pitches, don't they?
It was about
For
the
the
size
hoof.
of
The hoof
Yeah.
to the halfway line.
about the size of a small demilitarized zone.
So what happens at the border?
Well, then you're there. You get through, and you're kind of in this no man's land area. So don't lose your papers there. Don't know how you would, but then you have to go again to enter China. So leaving Hong Kong checks. 5 minutes later, enter China checks.
That's a bit
You have
weird,
to get
isn't
out
it?
of the car, get on foot, go have your eyeballs scanned and your fingerprints taken and everything.
Really? Eyeball scanners
Well, they took a photo
of your eyes.
of my
more
face.
more difficult to fake a retina thing, isn't it? Retina scan. But was it just a picture of your face?
Yeah.
Because your
So-
retina is like your finger. It's like a fingerprint, isn't it?
Well, I'd cut my
The pattern
sliced
of
my
veins and
finger
things.
on a nail before I went out. This one,
Mm-hmm.
I had to get a tetanus jab and everything
Why?
because I didn't know my status and I didn't want to go out to China and then develop tetanus. This was like the day before.
And then
2 days.
come home
before.
with no
Okay.
kidneys.
So anyway, so that finger was all fucked up, so I couldn't get a full set of prints for him. So I had to show the guy, and he was like, "No."
In
So,
Chinese.
he had my fingerprints from the visa anyway, so they pulled it
Come
up
on,
on the
dude.
Chinese supercomputer.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was all right. So yeah, that was China. Very different, bit of a culture shock. Never
Mm.
been to that side of the world before.
Did you use a public toilet?
No, I didn't. I used the toilet in the facility we were in.
The facility. It's not even called. Is that what was it? A factory?
Manufacturing facility.
Right.
And
was there any sort
there
of
was
like
a bed in it.
ghostly looking people working on production lines?
There was a lot of ghostly looking people. Our taxi driver in Hong Kong, I'm sure, had been dead 30 years. Just chewing some tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Talking Chinese, yeah. He was stick thin, very thin.
Right.
Probably had the shits.
He probably works 20 hours a day, doesn't he?
Probably does. Saw quite a lot of graffiti, free Hong Kong graffiti.
Mm.
In English?
Yeah.
Why would they put it in
Yeah.
English?
Loads of stuff's English in Hong Kong. It's mostly English.
So
Oh, this weren't in China.
No, God, no. There's nothing in China. I saw a strange sort of weird. There was a police station nearby, and it had like an outside bit that had like a lectern on it. I thought this is a bit Hunger Games. but I don't know what they do there. But there was like, there's pictures of people saluting in the back, and it was all very regimented. But I never saw him use it. I don't know. It might be like Gilead.
Mhm.
Do they have like public corporal punishments
Public
in China?
hangings. I don't know.
Not capital. I mean, just like
Don't know.
stocks and
No
stuff.
idea.
Forced Christmas card making.
Oh, that was in the news this week.
Mm.
Tesco.
Yeah. Yeah, a little girl found a message.
In English. Written in English.
What did it say?
Contact.
Help me. It's to contact someone who, I think it was an English guy, who'd been inside it for 2 years in one of these labour camps
Where?
in China.
Oh, right, okay.
So this Chinese Tesco bought the Christmas cards from this Chinese company, and this little girl opened one, and there was a message scrawled in it from someone working at the Christmas card factory in China,
Yeah.
saying, "Please contact this journalist, whatever."
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's been a bit of a hoo-ha this week.
Oh yeah, he was on the radio this morning. He basically said, yeah, they sometimes make Christmas cards in that prison. That was it. It's almost like a non-story.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Well, I didn't see any like crazy. Oh no, China asshole sort of stuff.
Donald Trump, don't trust China. Chinese asshole.
Exactly. I mean, they seem like a great bunch of lads. Father said,
Are we going to do our Secret Santas?
"Yeah,
Can do.
let's."
Who's going to go first? I don't appear to have anything.
I'll go first.
All right, Ben's going
Are you going to give or receive Ben first?
I always give first.
All right, okay. No sloppy seconds for Ben.
So I had a piece of paper that said Titan on it.
Titan. That's me.
Okay. So here is your
Shit, my
gift.
my fucking stomach just dropped then because I thought,
You bought the wrong thing.
yeah, but I haven't. Because,
Oh. I thought that was going to be a long present, and it's not.
yeah. So
That's what she said.
Can you beat the cube?
oh, that's finished, hasn't it?
It's cube shaped. It's about 120 mil square.
Cute old money.
4.5 inches.
4.5
Sorry,
inches.
Nearly 5
Oh,
inches.
Rick and
Oh.
Morty.
Rick and Morty mug. I
It's a
think.
mug.
Is it going to be?
Is it hilarious? Oh.
It might be broken.
Is that from the land of China?
No, it was incredibly cheap though.
It's a plumber's mug.
Don't forget to
How do they do it? Plumbers.
lay out the flame.
Clean blam.
Take the dingle bop, scream, smooth it out, repurpose, push dingle bop through the grumbo, flea juice, shake away the grumbo, and there you have it. A regular old plumbers. Right, I'll give that a go.
There you go.
Mhm.
Thank you very much.
All right.
There's something else in the bag. What's in your bag, Angela?
You bastard.
Oh my god, it's caught. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's a brick. Oh.
Well, one of these is not like the others. Not wrapped.
Transformers Ratchet.
I've never seen a ratchet before.
Who's the ambulance?
Yeah, but
In
I've
old
never
school.
seen a figure. I don't
Right.
think you've got one. Have you?
I don't have one. No.
There you go.
You got all this for £20?
I did.
Jesus.
And I got it before I went to China.
Wow.
Ratchet, who was summarily executed by Megatron in the movie,
Oh, spoiler.
the 1986 movie. I don't think that's a spoiler.
No.
This feels like another action figure. Possibly. It's the right size.
Of sorts.
It's about 150 mil. Oh. It's an action figure, not in its original. Oh, yes, it is. Is it going to be a genuine plumbers?
What is it?
Cronenberg Rick Putty.
So remember the episode where
This is very niche now.
Wells. Yeah, it's so niche.
I can't
Couldn't
remember
believe
Cronenberg.
what happens on that episode.
Everything's fucked up, like a Cronenberg movie.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes, I think I do remember
You
that.
can create your own Rick.
Contents: 1 times 40 grams Cronenberg Rick Putty, 1 times hairpiece, 2 times eyes, 2 times extra eyes, 1 times eyebrow, 3 times tentacles, and 1 mouth. I can make my own Cronenberg Rick.
There you go.
Excellent.
Oh.
And the final
That
prize.
was less than £1. That Cronenberg.
This
Rick,
is.
What?
ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yes, you beauty.
It is Dow's.
2006 Quinta du Bonfim Vintage Port.
Oh, 2006.
Yeah, man.
13
It's
years.
Yeah,
vintage.
baby.
That's frightening.
We had some.
I've got underpants older than this. Excellent.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you very much. I'll tuck into that later. Speaking of ports, I got this yesterday as well.
What's that? Oh, is it from Booths?
Yeah, Finest Reserve.
Is it any good?
I haven't tried it. I haven't opened it yet.
Right,
Saving it.
okay. Finest reserve.
I might have to open that one first though.
Well,
Thank you, Ben.
You're welcome.
we got some 10-year-old port for £13
Right.
off Amazon.
Amazon.
It was not what I was expecting.
That were a
Mm.
tenner.
Mm.
We'll see. Who's going next?
Would you like to receive now, Ben?
No, I'll receive last.
Okay. Ew. Shall I go now?
That's
I'll
going
start with the
next.
smallest one.
So opening the smallest one
Now,
first.
I would say that this is a pyramid shape.
Mm.
I actually
you-
like the pyramid. One
It's
side
like a
bigger
Martian pyramid shape.
This is very well sellotaped as well. I would say too much sellotape. Oh, you poor children. You're poor children.
You want a pair of scissors? Oh, he's going for it. It's a very small package.
Oh, it's a Destiny key
Ooh,
ring.
hey.
Oh, so now, if my keys are in my back pocket, I will know.
Yeah.
Because
That's all times.
it will.
Because you'll
it-
never be able to sit down.
It will really hurt my arse. But I'm going to put them on my keys.
Oh, that's the idea.
Well, I'll put that there for now.
Okay.
Wait, do you
problem.
put your keys in your back pocket regularly?
Only when I'm really busy running around the house doing
Right,
things.
okay. You just put them down when you're in the house.
No, because then I'd lose them and then I'd become my wife.
Okay.
That's why I have a key hook. I
Yeah.
installed a key hook because I was sick of the amount of my life I spent wasted looking for keys.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, pretty cool sort of key hooks.
Yeah, you
Like,
can.
Key hook talk.
I've not seen
What
this.
about that up there? That would be a good key hook if
It
I
would.
did a shrunken down version.
Yeah.
It's a wooden spoon with Sabutio table foot, not Sabutio. What's it called? Foosball.
What you would do though is
Guys.
you would have a football with a magnet in it, and then you'd store magnets in the boots,
Mm.
and then you magnetize your keys to the boot, and it looks like the football player's kicking the football
Mm.
and also holding your keys.
Have you seen the amplifier?
That's the one. That's the one I was trying to think of. The Marshall amp, and you actually have a 3/4 inch
Jack
jack lead plug in
on
it,
your keys.
on your keys. Yeah.
That's a good
Handy.
idea.
It's nice, isn't it?
That's
Nice.
a good idea.
What happens if you plug that into
An amp.
a live amp? Yeah.
Right.
Not a lot.
Sorry to break up
Sorry.
key hook chat.
Chat.
Sorry.
Um,
Going for present package number 2.
yes, in size order. Again, well wrapped. Well wrapped. Oh, PlayStation. A tiny PlayStation with stress controller. Are you trying to say that I get stressed
No.
playing PlayStation?
No, I'm saying if you do get stressed playing PlayStation,
Yeah.
you have the tool for the job now.
It actually
Which
looks
you
like.
won't be able to use because
Yeah.
both hands will be on the controller.
Yeah.
Like breaking it.
But my youngest son would love to chew that at the moment.
It's a stress ball shaped like a PS4 controller.
It's-
I was disappointed when it arrived because I was expecting it to be 1-to-1 scale,
Ah.
and I would
Ah.
say it's about 3/4 scale or maybe
Yeah.
half scale.
Yeah, if you had tiny hands, though.
Is it anatomically correct?
If you had tiny,
Hands,
right? Okay,
you'd be all right.
yeah.
China.
What do you mean?
Nothing. All will be revealed.
Oh.
Right,
Right, okay. This
Oh.
one's heavy,
Oh, it's a heavy one.
and
No, I think you called this.
I think it's a mug then. I think it's a mug. Oh, no. It's a truffle shuffle.
Box.
Partridge Norwich FM
Yes.
mug.
Oh, that's excellent.
Truffle Shuffle.
That's Alan Partridge
Yeah.
for our American listeners.
Alan Partridge.
We forget sometimes that about 40% of people
Yeah.
listening are across the pond.
America, get involved. Alan
Yeah.
Partridge is I mean, it's quintessentially English comedy.
A
Yeah.
cult classic.
Occult classic.
Right.
Straight in there. Package number 3.
Squeezing it. Checking for damage.
Don't know what it is. Don't know what it is.
No.
It has some soft bits and some harder bits. I'm opening the package. And it is
Another package.
Oh,
the classic
the Jiffy.
double bluff. Oh, it's folded in half as well.
Complexity.
Mm. Now, if he was at home, my wife would be. Oh no, what's this? It's a set of tiny hands.
Oh yeah, excellent.
This is for my to put on each finger.
Oh, they're so good.
All of this cost.
I've seen a guy playing PS4 with one of them on, holding a cigarette
Wow.
or a joint, so he could.
This is absolutely
Well,
terrifying.
that is terrifying.
Where would you get this idea from?
Show the camera, Matt.
Pardon?
Show the camera.
Yeah.
Your tiny hands.
Are you saying I've got tiny hands?
They are.
Is it because my wife's hands are famously bigger than mine?
Did you just definitely wake her up one morning? Just
Does it work with the tiny PlayStation controller?
If I just use my. It's creepy that.
it's silly.
It's like watching my infant son generally pat something.
Yeah. Imagine how big your cock would look in him.
Pretty big.
Yeah, I get the message.
Do you know what else you can get?
I know what else you can get.
What?
Tiny hands for tiny hands.
Tiny hands for tiny hands.
No, you can't.
Yeah, they're this big.
Uh,
They were a hit with my 8-year-old.
I bet they were.
Thought they were
Oh
hilarious.
no, they've been on his fingers.
Yeah, you're probably going to get
Syphilis.
definitely a lurgy of some description.
Leg.
Right. Would you like your presents now, Ben?
Yeah, thanks. That's a big bag.
Some
That's a
big presents.
bag.
What's in your bag, Angelos?
Do you want me to give you all of them, or do you want me to give you in a certain order?
Give me in the order of
Deal-
which
deal.
you desire.
Dealer's choice. Oh God, it's huge! A huge present. That looks
Wow.
like a pair of shoes.
I like the 3
They're
types
even
of wrapping paper.
Let's start with the smallest one.
Okay,
Oh.
thank you. Wow, that is expertly wrapped.
I'm going to go for a pin badge.
Pin
I
bag.
think that might be a pin badge.
Okay, it's small. It fits in the palm of one's hand,
But not a tiny hand.
not a tiny hand.
It might do though.
Should we try? I'd say that's larger than a tiny palm.
Oh, my kids are gonna love these tiny hands.
Tiny hands. Oh, it's that wrapping paper that you can't recycle.
It's,
No.
it's a lock of his hair.
Is it?
Next year.
Chest hair.
Pubic hair, as we were talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a Dallas Mavericks keyring. Thank you very much.
You don't have
I'll
one
put
already,
that-
do you?
Oh, no. I will put that on my keyring.
Mm-hmm.
Keyring place. My keys, rather.
Mm.
And that's probably more comfortable to sit on than a ghost.
It is, yeah, I would say so.
Spiky ghost.
Four
Spiky
thoughts,
ghost.
you see.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay,
The
present
next
number
one.
2. It's coming in.
Coming in
Do you want
hot.
to reuse
Oh.
this paper?
No.
Oh, we know what's this, Ben? I'm going to say this is a tea towel.
A tea towel.
Mm.
It's oblong
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's about 8 inches by 5.5.
More.
More?
Yeah. 9x6, I would have said.
Would you?
Yeah. I have an eye for these sort of things.
Oh, it is a Dallas Mavericks notebook. Thank you very
Oh.
much. I'll use that in work.
Is it lined?
It is lined.
He's lined, yeah.
Good.
And then do you want the
The piece de resistance.
pièce
The
de la
piece of
résistance,
resistance.
the piece of resistance?
please.
That's a huge present.
How much that is huge.
Scenes. We've not had scenes like this on
I
Secret
know.
Santa before.
I know.
No,
Is this the biggest?
Yeah.
that is the biggest present.
3 types of wrapping paper on this one.
It looks like, I'm going to say a toaster.
There is a theme to these gifts.
What it is a Dallas Mavericks supporters starter kit.
Wow. Because I am a
No,
starter
the whole thing is-
supporter. Yeah.
The whole
What's the last thing then?
The last thing, sorry, is a set of
Drinkware.
drinkware.
I bought this off Amazon and I have subsequently gone back to the seller
Yeah.
and realised that this is a genuine 2011
Oh, it is. NBA
Champions drinkware set, and it's from a collectibles site.
Right.
And if you would care to look at the top of the box,
Oh, what was the new price? Let me guess.
no,
Oh.
there is a either mold spores
Oh, yeah.
or somebody has
Yes.
coughed coffee all over the top of the
Yeah,
box,
look.
and it's filthy.
It's great.
It's
That's horrible.
absolutely filthy.
I'm going to say that's a spillage. That's
Yeah.
a coffee spill, I would say.
Yeah.
Right.
Looks like blood, though.
Mm. So that is 8 years old then, at
Wow,
least.
shit.
Well, maybe 7 years
So
old.
is it second hand on Amazon?
It's a collectibles site when I've gone back. I didn't realise. It was the only one on Amazon though.
Right.
But you've got there a pint glass, a shot glass, and a mug.
That's good value.
Yeah,
That's really good.
Yeah, flip that on eBay.
Thank you very much.
it's all right. Now, as is becoming customary in Secret Santa, we have Phil's thank you gift.
Oh. What was it last year? Was it my signed picture of Patrick Stewart?
Yeah.
That's you.
All right. Oh. And what's this for?
It's the customary thank you gift for
For
spending thousands of pounds of your family's money on this podcast. That's it.
Time is money.
Time.
Oh, it's a picture frame. Oh, is it Grace Jones? Best wishes, Esther Hansen.
Oh, that's
A
excellent.
genuine signed picture from Esther Hansen.
Because we often talk about that's life.
That's life, yep.
Being terrifying. So there's a picture of Esther Hansen being terrifying.
In a very, I would say,
Fetching outfit.
alluring pose.
Urine.
What's the name of that pose, Ben? You're a photographer.
Bled down.
It's like a half teapot.
Sex kitten.
A horizontal half teapot.
I mean, she's going to get cramp in that right wrist.
Not for the first time.
And can you see
Takes forever to finish with.
Look.
Oh!
where it would go?
It fits, yeah, because it's landscape.
Fits perfectly.
Well, that's very thoughtful, thank you.
Mm-hmm. It was either that or Kelly Brook. So,
You won't get one of them for under 20 quid.
Favourite.
£8.
£8.
£8.
£8 for Esther Hansen. £8 for Kelly Brook as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd pay more for Kelly Brook, I think.
Yeah, I would probably. It could leap in value in the near future.
Yes,
Just,
she's close to death.
should be on my Deadpool, I think, for 2020.
Mm.
Yeah?
Well, no.
Kelly
just
Brook?
say- Anyone going out with Caroline Flack?
Oh, God.
On a Christmas theme, I did some research this week,
Christmas research.
and I found some unusual Christmas number ones.
Krampus.
Scare the children.
Can I go
At
first?
night, I find them. I steal the presents.
Rage Against the Machine.
2009.
Yeah. Is this how we're starting this game?
It wasn't a game.
It's a
just-
game. That
fucking
cover of Tears and Fears, Tears for Fears, even Fears for
Mad
Tears.
World.
Yeah, Mad World.
Some
Gary-
Jules.
Gary
Someone-
Jules. Jules Holland.
I don't have the year for that.
Oh,
About 2003, I think.
Grandpa, we love you.
Don't know.
We built this city on sausage rolls
Is that this year? Is that
last
what's
year, I
going?
think. It's vegan sausage rolls this year.
Are you just naming Christmas number ones?
Yeah, I thought that was a game.
Yeah, okay. If you, want,
Uh,
if you want to play the game of life.
That's the name of the game.
The name of the game.
Bob the Builder, we had
The
that.
game
Yes,
is
2000.
you. Mr. Blobby.
Can we build it?
Mr. Blobby.
Yes, we can.
Mr. Blobby, yeah.
Nizlappy, my JCB thing. Was that?
Don't know.
I think it was Nizlappy. Oh shit. Mariah Carey
Nope.
didn't get to number one.
I don't think
How's
so.
how's recently? This year for the first time.
Is it this year?
Shall I show you some ones you might not get?
Mud.
Mud, yeah, Mud was. Shaky.
Shaky, yeah.
So these are the obvious ones. Band-Aid.
Vogues.
Spice, no.
No?
Spice Girls have had 3.
Of course they
When
have.
two become one.
Yeah, that was the second one, I think.
Gareth Gates.
After about the year 2000, I stopped reading because I didn't recognise
Right.
who any of these people were.
Will Young.
Uh,
Although it's just pop stars winners, wasn't it? For
it was for
20
ages,
years,
yeah,
wasn't it?
until Rage in 2009 as a backlash and it killing the name off us. 1962 UK Christmas number 1 was
62.
Return to Sender
Return to sender.
by Elvis.
But that, you
Yes.
know, that's Christmas themed. Christmas
right.
cards.
Blue Christmas, though.
Not number 1.
Yep.
The Beatles were number 1 in 1963 through 1965
Sexy Sadie.
with I Want to Hold Your Hand,
I wanna hold you.
I Feel Fine, and then in 65 Day Tripper, We Can Work It Out,
They're
double
all
A
the same
side.
songs.
Yeah. Tom Jones.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Al Pacino Jones.
Yes. 1966. Tom won
World
with
Cup.
Green Green Grass of Home. 1969. Rolf Harris, Two Little Boys.
Ooh, too soon.
Too soon, Army.
He's out, isn't he?
Is he?
He's
Is he?
out, yeah.
Of the closet?
No,
or
of the
prison?
jail.
Off the prison.
Fuck. Really? Why does he live in this country? Do you think?
Nah.
No?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he got out, didn't he, a few years ago? Did he not?
I didn't
Dunno.
know. News to me.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't get a long sentence, I don't think.
Because he's old anyway.
Mm.
1971. Benny Hill. Ernie, the fastest milkman in the West, was Christmas number 1.
Mm.
Wow, so like weird Christmas number ones aren't a new thing.
No.
Novelty.
Novelty, sorry, weird.
Correct, yeah. Yeah,
I suppose it's the
1961.
time for it.
I want to hold your hand.
71, sorry. Bohemian Rhapsody, 1975 and 91.
Mm.
91 as well.
I think it's the only song that's been Christmas number 1 twice.
When did Freddie die?
1991.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It was a double A side, I think, with Days of Our Lives.
Right.
These were the days of our lives. That's when he was really ill, wasn't it?
Mm.
Could it be magic? The kind of magic came out, wasn't it?
It's a kind of
Was that a Highlander soundtrack?
Yes. It was, wasn't it?
One
One goal.
There can only be
One
one.
cry. Take That must have had a few.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
they've had one or two, haven't they?
Reckon.
Maybe a kind of magic.
I wouldn't have thought that Pink Floyd had a Christmas number 1.
You'd be wrong.
You'd be wrong. 1979.
79. So Wall. Something off the wall.
Another brick.
Another break.
Yeah, another brick in the
Yeah.
wall, yeah. Was Christmas number 1. And another one that I wouldn't have guessed was 1981. Human League, Don't You Want Me?
Don't
You want me, baby. You want me.
That's it. That's the unusual Christmas number
It
1 I
started
found.
in 1981.
981.
Bowie's never had a Christmas number 1.
Yeah, because he wouldn't go in for that kind of stuff, would he?
Why not?
He's too cool.
I don't know.
No one's too cool for a Christmas number one.
I felt he got less cool as he got older, Bowie.
Yeah, obviously.
He warmed up in his old age.
Mm.
Prince had a Christmas number one.
Mm-mm.
Merry Princemas.
Prince isn't.
Right.
I've had an idea for a new segment.
Oh, no.
Christmas number ones. Segment.
It's something we've alluded to previous podcasts recently. Whatever.
Get your words out.
And it's using movie quotes in real life circumstances.
Right, okay.
I think we need to get our eavesdroppers on this to send us examples
Oh, that's quite good.
of movie quotes being used.
What, like clever girl?
Clever girl
Mm-hmm.
to your wife when she parks the car properly.
Well, no, she's better at parking.
Then you
Yeah?
oh man, that's a good example. There's another one that you do from True Lies.
Do some more.
Do it slowly.
There's loads. She thinks
There's
of them
almost
all the
an
time.
infinite-
when we-
Infinite number of those.
Mm.
Get to the chopper.
In a real life situation.
Yeah.
If you like slicing meat or something.
If like you,
Slicing onions.
if your kid runs to you and says, "Dad, there's a spider in the bathroom," run, go, get to the chopper.
Oh, right.
You
So
don't
we're
do
not
that.
going. We're not going
No.
full literal. Almost.
You have to
Okay,
wait for a
I
private
see.
chopper.
The
The penny's blue.
the pen is blue.
Yeah.
That's one that you have used, isn't it?
Yeah, we use that if you can't think of something. Yeah.
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 So you fill it in. You got there. Oh wait, the penny's blue. And that always makes us laugh. That's a good icebreaker.
I've got one for if you're stuck for room, like you're
Mm.
piling into a minibus or
Mm-hmm.
you're in a crowded space. Shut down all the garbage mashers on the detention level.
Right.
Oh.
Shut down all the garbage mashers on the detention level.
The trash compactors.
Well, I think this is a Mandela effect.
Is it?
Well, you said, I thought it was trash compactors. And you said the trash compactors. If
On the
you go to the
detention
film,
level.
it says garbage mashers.
Garbage mashers.
Yeah.
Does he?
So is that a Mandela
I
effect?
think it might be. Those
Mm.
trash compactors.
Shut down all the garbage mashers on the detention level.
Garbage mashers.
That's a bit of a niche one to use, that I think.
No,
One that is very useful. How many times do you get asked what you're looking for? Or what you lost?
Mm-hmm.
Does that happen?
Yeah.
I'm looking for my son, Akeem.
Oh yeah, that she would enjoy that one.
What about they're easily startled, but they'll be back and in greater numbers?
What circumstances would you
Probably a lot of circumstances.
name one?
I've lost my keys.
What's the line?
They're easily startled. But we'll be back and in greater numbers.
Oh my god! What is it from? Is it Jurassic Park?
Sand people, it's
Yeah.
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 it's just getting ready.
Some people are easily startled. That used to freak me out.
Yeah, they were
Even
scary.
now,
They were
I know
scary.
it's coming. Luke's is on his belly. He's in a vulnerable position and he's landed on his
He's
elbows.
doing Yester Ranson.
Yeah. And he's looking through like electro force binoculars, isn't he?
Mm.
Jedi binoculars. And then all of a sudden you see the screen. You're looking as if you're looking through his eyes, through his eyepiece, and then the screen goes crazy.
Mm.
And then he takes away the eyepiece, and there's the sand person, isn't
Mm.
he? And he gets captured, doesn't he?
Non-gendered sand person.
No, they are gendered. Because if you remember from episode 3, Anakin executes the sand people.
And
And he says not just the men, The women and the children too.
Right, yeah.
There you go.
So there are sand people women.
Badly acted.
Yeah. So I think next time you're looking for the remote,
Yes. What's the quote again? She won't get that one though.
what you lost? I'm looking for my son, Akeem.
Oh, I know. There's one that I use a lot.
Oh.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Ah.
What's the last circumstance you used that in?
Anything where you need a bigger thing.
So if you're pouring a big bag of crisps into a bowl,
In the bedroom.
Yeah.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
When I unfurl my penis. Yeah.
you're gonna need a bigger quote. Phil.
Gonna need a bigger boat. Use that quite a lot, yeah. Quite often with the car, actually. Your car, shoving the pram in, all the shopping. You say, oh, we need a bigger boat.
Why just buy a bigger car?
Just can't be asked.
They are useful, aren't they? You've got like a 4x4 thing, haven't you?
Yeah.
For family
Family
things.
use. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, we're thinking, but we won't have a pram for much longer, will we? So another 3 years.
No, but we don't
Even
take
so,
the pram
we don't have a
anywhere.
pram, no.
We still struggle for room sometimes.
It's great for taking stuff to the tip.
Mm.
It's how I shredded my finger and got I had to have a tetanus jab. Just waiting for the autism to kick in. It's not happened yet.
Says the biologist.
Now, hang on. Isn't autism something that usually comes on during puberty?
No.
No, it can come on at any time.
No, it's
Anytime
it's,
after an injection.
It's insidious
What does that mean?
from birth, generally. It's always there.
Insidious.
Oh, right.
Insidious, yeah.
So you can check.
I don't know. I don't think it is insidious.
Insidious.
Insidious?
Insidious.
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 Darth Sidious.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably, it must be insidious. Insidious.
Insidious?
Insidious.
Deciduous.
I'm going to have to Google it now. I thought it was insidious.
Insidious. Insidious.
No. I spelled that wrong in my head. Insidious is a film. Insidious meaning.
Insidious.
Proceeding in a gradual, subtle way, but with very harmful effects.
Oh, well, perfectly
that
used
sounds
then.
right, yeah.
It's an insidious. It's not a disease. It's,
What's the one
what is
where,
it?
where a tree loses its leaves?
Deciduous.
Deciduous.
Deciduous. Isn't it?
Deciduous. So right.
So yes,
Deciduous.
autism is not a thing that comes on in. It's always there, and you
No.
often gets diagnosed around about the age of 4.
Oh,
Which,
right. But
as
they
it would
can-
happen, is around about the same time as you get your boosters for your childhood injections.
Right.
And there is where the
It's
problem
also
lies.
where language is normally quite well formed, isn't it?
Accepting anti-vaxxers.
Yeah. But there you go. Yeah. So
Can they pick it up, when you have a baby?
have a
You have your first check, which is quite soon afterwards. Is it 12 weeks or something? You have your first jab?
No.
No?
No. So it's behaviour, isn't it, and thinking and language. That's what it affects.
But they
Social
don't. What
interaction.
behaviour? I mean, they're helpless for the first 9 months or something.
Exactly.
aren't
So that's why it's not diagnosed until they're a few years old.
they? Right.
And you're lucky to get it diagnosed when you're 4. If you're proper on it and you pester and pester and pester, because people would just want to leave it. The other thing about having a diagnosis of autism is it's a label. Some people don't like it being labelled as autistic or
Right.
having an autistic spectrum disorder, because in some ways it's limiting in that you just I'm autistic. That's why I do that kind of thing.
She's
Becomes
becomes
a
an
cr-
excuse.
It frames it in a different way. Not all people would do it that way, but sometimes that's what parents think and stuff.
I can see the attraction of you better off not knowing until they're older.
Sometimes, yeah.
'Cause
But
that might sway how you behave with them.
but the other side of it is, if you get a diagnosis, you'll get more support at school for it.
Mhm.
Right.
You'll get it's
There's extra funding, isn't there?
extra funding, and you'll probably get one-on-one time with a teaching assistant. And the worse it is, you'll have a permanent person with you all the time helping
Mhm.
you, kind of thing. There'll be funding for that.
It has increased, hasn't it, in the recent 50 years or whatever?
There's something that
Has it not? Or was it just
I
misdiagnosed?
don't know,
I'm
the
reading
the
a-
spectrum, isn't it?
Sorry, I was going to say, I was reading in the DSM. There's one thing.
This is the diagnostic
statistical manual. It was in that psychopath test book.
by John
He
Ronson.
went to go and meet the guy who came up with the idea of writing it, basically creating it
Oh, right.
as part of it. And he asked him, "What is there anything you regret?" And he said, "Or is there anything you think that's sort of diagnosed too much?" And he said autism was one, and what's the other one? The naughty one.
ADHD.
Yeah. He said those two.
Attention deficit.
Disorder,
hyperactivity.
hyperactivity, disordered man.
Is there not an argument that, like, 50 years ago, you wouldn't have got diagnosed with HD, GBH, whatever?
GHDs.
Yeah. Steve, don't leave them plugged in, for fuck's sake.
No.
Fire hazard.
Yeah, danger. Actually,
Danger,
No.
Will Robinson.
I think
They cut
GHDs
out.
switch themselves off.
Yeah, they switch off. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
after
you're paying your
so
money
many
for.
people's houses burned down.
After they melt through your mattress.
Thermite, GHDs.
My old duvet, when I used to change the duvet cover, had so many burnt, melted patches where my wife had left her GHDs on.
Really?
Yeah, while she was doing her hair.
Crikey, that's bad, isn't it?
Yeah,
Should
no,
got
it's
her
a
a
real
tea
poor
tray.
quality duvet.
You should what?
Should have got her a tea tray.
What, heat the whole tea tray and melt through the whole
Oh no,
the
you
massive
just, it's just like a metal one. that you-
Exactly. You fucking
duct
nuts.
No, if you're right.
Yeah, just channel the
It'll be
heat
fine.
directly into the carpet. Don't you get a ceramic or a stone thing to lean them on when you've just used them?
Not the
GHDs.
ones that I bought. No,
Oh, right.
that the ones I got were like I bought like 10 years ago though. Might do now.
They used to be like 70 odd quid or something, didn't they?
They were expensive. I remember them being expensive. Yeah. Ceramic,
Yeah.
wide plated ones. I've got. It's what she wanted.
She doesn't listen, does she? Oh,
Yeah.
she asked for it anyway.
Oh, I haven't got it this year.
Oh,
I've got them years ago.
Right.
She still uses them.
okay.
It was all about GHDs, wasn't it? 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Everybody started straightening. Do you remember? Girls didn't used to straighten their hair. Just
Did
had
they
it.
not?
Just had it normal, didn't they? And then do you remember? It just like straightening became a thing.
When? What
I'd
year?
say in the noughties.
Right.
If I had to put a time on it.
They've always had like curlers, haven't they? Curling tongs,
That's
and
the
crimpers.
opposite.
curling
yeah.
irons. I know, yeah. And it
Mm.
went flat.
It's all mystery to me.
It's all about crop
Flat
tops
earth.
and
Crop tops.
Mini
That's,
skirts.
that's a t-shirt thing, isn't it?
yeah. The noughties about crop tops and cargo pants.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd blame All Saints.
All Saints.
That's exactly what I was
gonna
gonna say.
All Saints, yeah.
Mel.
Black.
She was the...
No.
Yeah, black.
Yeah,
Black,
black.
yeah.
Yeah.
She was the alleged creative influence, wasn't she, in that troupe?
Shazney.
Shazney, that's her.
She was the better singer.
yes. That wasn't. Yeah, Mel Black was the other
And
person.
then you had the two sisters who were just fucking freaks, weren't they? Just
Yeah.
party animals.
Appletons.
Nicola and
Nicole.
Natalie.
Natalie and Nicole.
That's the Nicole. There you go.
Yeah, one of them married a Gallagher, didn't they?
Mm.
Nicole,
they
I think
both
she
Recently
married-
got divorced, didn't he, when he found out that
Liam.
he was secretly fathered a child in New York.
He secretly fathered a child.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it
no.
came out in the courts, I think,
Oh,
when she
no.
was asking for payments, you know.
He doesn't pay his way. Surely he does.
Well, after the court hearings in New York, yeah, he does.
Right.
Maybe you didn't
I
know
think
he'd fathered her.
I think he had a super injunction or something. You know, one of those.
That's where the press
he
can't
did know.
even say that there's an injunction, isn't it?
Like for allegedly Ryan Giggs.
That was the first one, wasn't it? That came to light. I
Mm.
remember him talking about it on Have I Got News For You?
And in the House of Parliament. That's where they have
Yeah.
to use their parliamentary privilege. Double jinx, no black magic.
Checks out.
Yeah. Are you wilting, Ben?
I think I'm jet lagged, but I think I'm just gonna have to deal with it.
Looks like you got a little purple stripe under your eye.
Really?
Mm.
I'm only on my second can of Guinness.
Do you remember
he's got
Stressed
8
Eric?
cans.
Yes, I love stress.
Oh, yeah.
Eric.
He had a vein in his
He did,
temple.
but it strangled him.
Yeah.
burst.
That'd be Channel 4, that.
BBC Two it was on,
Was it?
I think. There's one particular episode when he buys his daughter. I looked it up on the internet. It's awful. I tried to watch it again. It's just not funny.
Really?
And all I can remember from it is he bought his daughter. His daughter wanted a pony, but all he could afford was like this knackered old donkey. And I seem to remember eventually this donkey exploded.
Yeah.
And it was hilarious, that episode. Or I remember finding it hilarious.
Yeah, it was just not.
And I've tried to go back to it now, and I just can't watch it. It's awful.
Was Ren and Stimpy on BBC?
BBC Two after Fresh Prince, or and possibly I think it was Fresh Prince was on. Then it was Ren and Stimpy, and then it was Star Trek.
Right, yeah.
It's like-
TNG.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tangy.
Neighbours before all that.
Neighbours. Do you remember when Neighbours was good and on BBC One?
What period of Neighbours are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Was the news not on at 6? Wasn't our Neighbours 5 till
It was 5:35.
5:35
Till
till 6, and then the news,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, but
Star
then
Trek.
you switched
Flipped to
over
BBC
to BBC Two for Fresh Prince.
oh no, because Neighbours was on BBC back in the day.
BBC
Two.
One.
BBC Two.
One.
Ben, keep
flick over
up.
it. Right, yeah,
Keep
sorry.
up.
Yep, got it.
No, it's not. You got no idea. You didn't do this.
I did do
It
this.
was, it was News Round.
Yeah.
Then
Blue Peter, then News Round.
No.
No.
News Round, then
No.
Blue Peter. I didn't
No.
do this.
Fucking hell. News Round at 5
Yeah.
for 10 minutes or whatever, wasn't it?
Mm.
And then it was like Blue Peter or something else. Hopefully,
Maid Marian.
yeah.
Biker Grove.
But yeah.
back,
could have been, yeah.
back a groove. And then
I'm blind.
yeah, the neighbours.
Can
Do
you
you remember
see?
Neighbours used to go off in the summer? It was like a 6-week break
No, I don't
in
remember
different parts of the year.
that. Yeah, it's too hot to film.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
What's the golden era of Neighbours?
Well,
What
like
are you talking about?
the 80s and 90s, obviously.
So,
93.
Paul Robinson.
Paul Robinson.
Do you remember when he lived
Bouncer.
with the twins?
Yeah, vaguely, I think.
Yeah, Joe
Toadfish. and
Mangle
Stalefish.
and Bouncer.
Joe Mangle. A bouncer.
Mrs. Mangle. Do you remember Mrs. Mangle?
Yes.
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 Harold's wife.
She was
called?
like Dot, wasn't she, off EastEnders?
Madge. Madge
Harold
Bishop.
and Madge Bishop.
The best episode I remember is when Harold came
Lassiter's.
back. When
Yeah, he
he'd
turned up.
when he'd been
left
banged
it.
on the head.
Yeah, he went. He had a head.
He went mental.
He had
Fell
a,
off a cliff.
he had a TBI, a traumatic brain injury.
It's an ABI,
What's that stand for?
acquired brain injury.
Oh, you can have a traumatic one as well.
No, you can't.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure you can.
TBI is definitely.
I suppose if you have a traumatic brain injury, it's most likely to be acquired. I mean, if you're
How
born
do you
with
get one? How do you not acquire it?
it, I know.
Acquired brain injury. It's something that happens after birth, then, isn't it? So
I
it's not a
suppose
birth
you
defect.
could have your brain damaged in vitro, not in glass, in
utero.
vivo, in utero. Yeah, you could, I suppose.
Right.
Yeah,
Um,
that happens quite frequently, doesn't it? Unfortunately, I think.
So would that then be an acquired brain injury
An
or
unacquired.
What did you say? The other one?
Acquired.
It's traumatic.
TBI. Yeah.
Who knows?
Are we all ready for Christmas?
Did you? Oh, right.
No, I've not been able to buy a lot of shit this year.
So what have you done then?
Like,
You just buy stuff off Amazon like everyone else now.
yeah, well, I've been in fucking China, haven't I? No internet. I
Yeah,
got
for
some
the
stuff
last
before.
week, the week before
Fucking
Christmas.
hell, I got some stuff before.
What did you get? Did she listen or not?
I don't think so. I've got
Don't
strict.
think so. You don't talk about us.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I've got Strictly tickets.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that sounds expensive.
Yeah, it was a bit.
Black Room. Blackpool.
Black Market.
No, the
no,
Blackpool.
No,
Oh,
Blackpool. No,
That's
couldn't
the
get
place to
Blackpool.
go and see it.
I thought, is it
I
not
know.
It's a
something?
springy. It's Blackpool Ballroom has famously a springy dance floor.
Is it? So you have to pay for it.
Yeah, it's sold out. Yeah, I went
It's
through
a tour.
StubHub.
Pardon?
Went through StubHub.
Is that the one with secondary
Yeah,
market?
you can't buy tickets on Ticketmaster.
That's what I thought. I thought they gave them away for free. That's what I mean. Because it's the BBC. They can't.
This
so
isn't why
this is the
they're
tour.
filming the
Yeah.
show. This is the
Oh,
after
the
show
tour.
tour.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even. Oh, well, I'm less impressed now.
Fine. Yeah,
So
it's
is
free
it?
if
Does
you
it sell out all the time
Yeah,
then?
of course it does.
I think that's an excellent present.
Yeah, good.
Does
yeah.
she like Strictly?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
And-
no.
Does
The
she like
little
it more
one's
for
coming
the
with us as well.
outfits?
That's why Phil likes it.
I think
I watched it for
no, I
3
think she
2
likes
years
the-
now.
likes the
I watched
dancing.
I know. I know. I've not watched it. I find
No,
it
she enjoys the
boring.
dancing.
Yeah, yeah.
What's her favourite dance? Ballroom dance?
That's a good question. Probably
Come on, Ben.
Passe.
Paso
Doble.
Doble. So she's more of a Latin than a
I
ballroom
think
girl.
so. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you been on ballroom dancing lessons with her or something?
No.
Well, this is what I was getting to. Your present for next year, or her next birthday.
Ballroom dancing.
Dancing lessons. Do it together.
Yeah. Yeah.
She'd love that.
Yeah.
I think she's well
Looking
into
to-
Strictly.
Look into that. My 2 left feet.
What have you bought, Matt?
I can't say, can I?
Why does she listen?
It's
not
not,
listening
when's it
now.
going to go out?
Oh yeah,
tomorrow.
not
It's gonna be.
before
It's going to be.
Christmas.
Are
Oh,
you
is
going
it
to do it tomorrow?
Only takes
She might be listening.
half an
now.
hour if that.
No, there's nobody. There's nobody listening.
As if you had to look.
I'm alternating between beer and Baileys.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
imagine
gonna
all that
curdle.
filth curdling in your stomach right now.
Yeah, I've earned it. I think this year.
Would you do that in a pint glass and then drink it?
What together? The
Yeah.
beer and the Baileys.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
It'd be awful. It'd be like chewy Chinese food.
Mm.
Phil, we went out for tea last night at Franco's, and my
Someone
brother.
farted.
No, I haven't. It's my growler. It's my growler. Order parfum. And Phil ordered instead of getting a dessert, they had these Christmas special coffees on. So there's like a gingerbread latte,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And he ordered this. It was like a mulled something. And he came, and he tasted it. He went, I think there's something wrong with that. And he gave it me, and I tasted it, and it was horrific. He had to get sent back.
What was it? A drink?
It was like a mulled coffee. He said
Ooh,
it tastes
no.
like coffee with mulled wine in it and mouldy and curdling cream on top.
Oh,
It was horrific.
God.
They must have.
They fucked up.
They must have mixed coffee and mulled wine and then just put cream on it.
Oh God, what an idiot!
It had a spider of cinnamon on top
A
as well.
spider. of cinnamon.
Do you know, They look like a star, a bit
Christmas arachnid.
like a star, a starfish. Have you not had cinnamon where it looks like a starfish?
Star anise.
Hey?
Star anise. Was it like a little thing?
Like a starfish. It looked like a starfish.
You
floating on
mean?
his
I mean.
coffee- on his coffee.
Oh, so are
Cinnamon.
you sure it's cinnamon?
Yeah.
It's not. It's star anise, isn't it? It's a thing. There's a thing. There's a herby, spicy thing. That's in the shape of a starfish.
Oh, is it? It could be that.
Yeah, cinnamon's a stick. It's a bark
Well, everyone else at the table said that was cinnamon.
on top.
Yeah.
It wasn't
starfish.
like they shook it through a.
No, it was a whole starfish about an inch wide.
Yeah, that's star anise, isn't it?
Oh, they all said it was cinnamon.
Yeah, they're idiots.
I said I would have just
And-
eaten it.
And star anise is like a Christmassy smelling thing, I think. Let's have a look. I'll look it up.
He's gonna consult the book of knowledge.
Yeah, like one of those.
That's the fella.
It's a star anise. Yeah,
So what is it?
star anise.
What is it?
It's a. Do you want the Latin?
Yeah.
Elysium verum is a medium-sized evergreen tree native to northeast Vietnam and southwest China. A spice commonly called star anise seed, Chinese star anise, or Badian, that
Did I
closely
get something right?
resembles anise in flavour, is obtained from the star-shaped pericarps
Right.
of the fruit. What's a pericarps?
Well, it's a spice.
It's the back carbs.
Star in the East is a spice.
Like aniseed.
Pericarps.
Aniseed, is that a spice?
Fruit anatomy.
Mm. I don't know if aniseed is related to star anise.
Yeah, it's like a Christmassy smell, isn't it? It's less aniseedy.
I've no idea what aniseed is. The only aniseed I think of is the aniseed balls you
Yeah.
used to get from Paper
Well,
Shop
that's what aniseed is.
and Pernod.
Burno.
That's that,
But
it's
what
that
is it? Is it a spice, a herb, or what?
flavour. But aniseed, yeah,
It's a ball.
That's not a physical thing. That's an interpretation. What's it made of?
it's a seed.
It's a seed.
Anise.
Is
Yeah.
aniseed a seed?
I don't know. Do you want me to Google that?
We can't both consult the book of knowledge.
I'll do it on the big screen.
Come on then.
Pull that shit
Aniseed.
up, Amish Ben.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look.
Aniseed, flowering plant.
Anise.
Anise. Oh well, anise.
Aniseed.
Aniseed.
It's not aniseed. It's made from anise.
No,
Star of
it's
anise.
slightly different. Anise is a herbaceous annual plant. So anise, star anise is a type of anise, and anise is used to create
Mm.
aniseed.
There you go.
Or,
Look, there's the plant.
Also called aniseed. There you go.
Pimpinella ansium.
Oh, you see that everywhere, don't you?
That's the anise.
It's like
plant.
hogweed, that really, doesn't it? But
Cow parsley.
I don't know anything about plants.
Don't touch hogweed, man.
I wouldn't know what it is. I know what dot leaves and nettles are.
See, I don't know what a dock
That's-
leaf looks like properly.
Big.
big, massive
like-
leaf.
yeah. Like a
Loads of
rhubarb
stuff
leaf.
is big leaves. Oh, that big.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
They can be smaller, and they've got normally got like little reddy orange dots on them.
Oh yeah.
It's dock, isn't it, with a C? Or is it dot?
I always
Dotties.
thought it was a
D-
dots leaf.
No, it's dock.
I, as a child, thought it was dot leaf.
Are you calling me a fucking child?
And recently, I believe I
Oh.
learned that it was dock leaf.
Is that like Diplodocus and Diplodocus?
No, because the spelling is the same. That's a matter of enunciation,
Rumex
isn't it? Is it not?
obtusifolius. Broad-leafed dock.
So it's a C then. Oh, it's a CK. Is it?
CK. Bitter dock. You can eat it if you want.
As well as rubbing it on your
Sorrel.
nettle stings.
Yeah. Usage in the UK could also be found growing near stinging nettles.
Yeah. If you get stung, find the nearest dock leaf.
Counteract the yeah.
So I thought that's what so there's actually something in the leaf that relieves the itch.
Yeah, it's some sort of anti-inflammatory or...
Oxalic acid. Oh no, that's something else. That's the
Alkaline.
thing that's in that is actually in rhubarb. So like young rhubarb leaves are poisonous. Like
Are
really
they?
poisonous, yeah.
Right.
But the stems aren't.
Something I know nothing about is plants and trees and stuff.
Maybe you need to start learning about plants.
Well, I read a lot of esoteric kind of stuff, right?
Do you?
Yeah. And last night I learnt that there is a esoteric studies.
Degree.
Well, yes, but they have a publication. There's a journal.
Well, there's a journal for everything, isn't there?
Yeah, but this is something I'm interested in.
Esoteric journal.
So I looked it up.
Right.
It's like 170 quid or something
Do it.
for a
Yeah.
subscription.
Yeah.
Each thing costs like 30 quid. Or
Is it
something.
monthly or
'Cause it's not
yearly?
real
No, it's
stuff.
biannual, I think.
Right. That mean twice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Double.
Yeah.
It's really expensive.
It is, isn't it?
I've been listening to a good book about the Knights Templar.
I think you said.
Yeah, I've just recently finished it.
All right. What happens in the end?
Well, it's where Friday the 13th comes from.
Right.
Because it was on Friday the 13th of October,
Mm.
1307, that Prince Philip of France
Yes.
executed fucking Order 66.
Order 60.
He executed Order 66.
Did he kill all the sand people? Not just the men,
What are you
but the
thinking
women
now? What are you
and
doing?
the children.
He's looking. He's looking for a soundbite.
I can't believe how long it took me to find it. I've got it turned down anyway.
Ah,
It's
boo!
not even going to work.
Execute Order 69, dudes!
Dudes.
Oh.
What?
Just reminded me.
What have you got?
I'll do my section now about 20 films to look forward to in
Yeah.
2020.
I
But
didn't know this was a thing.
I know you've interspersed sections.
Okay.
Don't cross the streams.
Don't cross the streams.
All right,
Is
we're
that
still
coming? Is
talking
that
about
one of
your.
them?
We're still talking about your.
No, I'm going for a wee in a, I'm going for a wee in a minute.
Navy seizes 3.3 million of crystal meth in the Middle East.
There you
So these
go.
look
Science, bitch.
They're
Yeah.
both on the phones now.
I know.
I don't know what's going on.
You were going to go
Right.
to the toilet.
So the first one, it's
If I
listed.
go to the toilet, what are you two on your phones?
I'd probably just, yeah.
No, it's just to read this list. It's on the BBC,
It's
so
some music.
there's some quite good ones.
Right.
So
Fake news.
I'll go through. Do you want me to go through them all? I'll pick them out. The ones I'm interested.
What is it you're talking about?
The 20 films to look forward to in 2020.
Oh yeah, pick some out.
Have you heard about Jojo Rabbit? Have you heard about this
No.
film? So this is Taiki Waititi, who did the Thor
Yeah.
Ragnarok.
Third film. Yeah.
He's also done some other things. What We Do in the Shadows, if you ever watched that.
No.
It's a film and it's a TV series. It's supposed to be quite funny. I've not watched it. I've watched a bit of the film. It was quite funny.
So what's it called? This film?
Jojo the Rabbit. So it's this kind of weird take on Hitler Youth camp.
Oh, I had heard about that.
And it's quite bizarre, apparently.
In a good way.
Yeah. So it's a comedy.
It's not a comedy.
Jojo Rabbit.
So yeah, have a look at that. So 1917, I'm quite interested in seeing that one.
Is this about the First World War?
You would hope so, but yeah. So basically, it's a single shot, like Birdman, I think. When I've read about it, following two messengers going across trenches in the
Enemy
first,
lines.
yeah, First World War.
Wow.
Send a message. It's supposed to be really good, apparently.
Is there some good people behind it?
It's a film by, I can't remember his name. He did
Sam
James
Mendes.
Bond. Sam Mendes, that's it. Yeah.
I know that name.
James Bond. He did 2 James Bond films. He did
American
Skyfall.
Beauty as well, didn't he? Did he?
No, that's another guy. He died. He has done some other Hollywood films.
Yeah.
Can't remember the name of the American Beauty guy. He died a while ago.
What else is coming out in 2020?
There's one called Bombshell, which has been getting a lot of traction.
Did do American
I'm not-
Beauty.
Today, sorry.
Sorry,
I
just
thought-
we don't have
Live
to
fa-
wait for corrections.
Live fact check.
Oh, I thought it was another guy. One I'm quite interested in seeing is called The Lighthouse, and it's
Is it the
about-
Lighthouse at Alexandria?
it's got Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe in, and it's kind of it's set in the
Who's Robert Pattinson?
Yawn.
no, it'll be good. This
Uh,
yeah, it's a thriller.
Who's Robert Pattinson? Oh, it's the Twilight guy.
Twilight guy,
Yes,
but he's
sparkly
been
guy.
doing for the last 10 years or so. He's been doing arty films.
Oh, is it? Right.
And this one sounds quite interesting. It's like a thriller, and they basically go onto this work in this lighthouse, and they drive each other insane. It sounds quite good.
What was the last good film Willem Dafoe was in?
It's been loads of. He does loads of little small films.
Aquaman.
Interspersed with payday films like that, basically. But he's in lots of films that are good. I can't think of any.
I wouldn't have cast it if I was casting Body of Evidence. I wouldn't have cast Willem Dafoe.
No, but he's probably an actor that wants to do those kinds of films to have the experience. I would say.
Get naked with Madonna.
That, and was he seeing her at that point?
I don't know.
Anyway. Birds of Prey.
What's that?
That's
oh, yeah.
the
Suicide Squad.
the girl version of Suicide Squad. So
Oh,
it's got your favourite in. What's her name? Harley
Margot.
Quinn, Margot Robbie.
She's not my favourite, but I think she's your favourite.
She's not my favourite. She's blonde.
Ooh.
I prefer.
Harley Quinn. Who else is in
Honest.
other than Harley Quinn?
Well, it's a
Catwoman.
No, it's a. It's
No.
her. It's
Michelle Pfeiffer.
it's her. It's a series of comic books, Ben,
Yeah.
called Birds of Prey, and
Right.
I think it talks a little bit about how she's turned into Harley Quinn, how
Mm.
she goes insane by Jokerism, and then she gets a band of equally.
So there's no other big names in it, is there not?
Not that I can read, no, on this
Right.
little thing. Ewan McGregor is the villain.
Okay.
Ali Wong's in it. Ali
Um,
Wong, LJ Baskin.
Live action version of Mulan.
No,
The Disney
pass.
film.
Hard pass.
Yeah, definitely for me as well.
No
Oh.
Time to Die.
You're looking forward to that? No,
No.
no Time to Die. What's that? Is
That's
that?
the
Bond?
James Bond one.
I thought it was Bruce Willis.
One for Phil and me as well. I quite like her. Black Widow.
Oh yeah. That's coming out this year.
Oh,
First the mate says.
Well, I quite like the other film that's coming
Our
out.
own, how
1984,
sorry.
Wonder Woman.
All right, yeah, Gal Gadot.
How awkward would you feel going to watch Black Widow alone at the cinema, buying a ticket?
As long as
Not
you sat at the
at
back.
all.
And
I
some-
mean, would you not feel awkward going
That's
to the
it.
window?
No.
Would you not?
I've been to the cinema once by myself.
Have you?
Yeah, I did
What
feel
did you
a bit.
see?
Layer cake.
The layer cake.
Yeah, the layer cake. Yeah, not to be confused with Mary Berry's layer cake.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious 9,
Nice.
Wonder Woman 1984,
Yes.
Soul, which is apparently the same person who did Inside Out, which is supposed to be one of the last really good animated films.
Pixar films.
I watched it. Gay Busters, I nearly said then. Ghostbusters 2020.
You're looking forward to that?
No, just it says on the list. Top Gun Maverick.
Oh no! It's gonna be horrific.
Yeah.
Well, wait for this one. Bill and Ted Face the Music.
It's coming out next year.
21st of August.
It's going to be a year for disappointing films.
You think so?
Yeah.
Mm.
Guess who's going to be in it though? Do you know who William
Keanu
Sadler
Reeves?
is? William Sadler? Do you remember who he is?
Bill Sadler.
The Grim Reaper.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
You have sunk my battleship.
And then there's like some arty ones. Eternals. So what phase are we on now of Marvel?
Three.
Three.
Yeah.
So Eternals.
What's that about? The Eternals, Ben?
Like they
Like,
live
it's like
forever.
X-Men, sort of, isn't it? But
They don't have the rights to it.
Didn't this start in the Marvel Netflix show? Agents of Shield.
I don't know. The
no,
Eternals might be referenced in it, but it's got
I
that.
think so. Yeah.
there's
that
links
Wong.
now, dude.
Is he called Benedict Wong or something?
Yeah. He was in Doctor Strange. Love.
I don't think it's Benedict Wong. It's just a Chinese man that's big.
When's
Chinese
Black Widow
looking
coming out?
Do you want me to send you a reminder?
Please, yeah.
1st of May.
Can I share a diary like you and your missus?
Yeah, you can do. Do you want me
Yeah.
to link you into it?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Oh,
I'd
no.
like to know what you're doing.
He'll have sex nighting and stuff.
Oh no.
June.
June.
That might be good.
So if they actually do it properly, because was it famously bad, the June film?
I think the CGI was awful.
Is that what it was? 'Cause
Yeah.
It's an
It's
80s.
David Lynch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did it? And was Sting in it?
No,
Sorry.
you're thinking.
Is
of
it going to be in a
something
new one?
else. You're thinking of that one with Emilio Estevez in.
Was that a sci-fi film?
Yeah.
Was it?
With
Alright.
Sting. Yeah.
West Side Story. I'm not interested in that. And that's it.
Have we all seen The Joker?
I've not seen it. Have you
Yes.
seen it?
Yeah.
Is it any good?
I would say so.
I'd say it's a 4.3 Matt film.
Oh man, no.
What would you say?
No. I would say it's cusping 4.
Cuspit, not even 4.
3.8.
It's. I would like to give it 4.
Have you not saved yourself? How long was that film?
2 hours?
More. I think it was a long one.
Really? I didn't think
Yeah.
so.
I
I,
think it
mean,
might
it's
be
quite
two.
a slow-paced film.
Were you not impressed by Joaquin's performance? in it?
Yeah, absolutely fucking blown away.
He's a good actor, isn't he?
He's
Joaquin?
awesome, isn't he?
Mm.
The creepy dancing.
Yeah.
But like you.
that's so creepy.
now.
Yeah, it's worse.
It's it is very good. It's
Mm.
very good in it.
Mm.
Is it just a bit of a shit story then?
No, it's a good story. It's a brilliant. It's a good film. I was saying you should watch it.
It's a brilliant film, but you said it's
Yeah.
not even a
It's
4-star
just about a 4.
Oh,
Just
right.
about a 4.
What would have made it a 4? A solid 4? A 4.3?
More tits.
I like the score. Thought the music was good.
More tits? I don't think there are any tits in it.
Oh, nonsense film.
I think stylistically it was good. What's it missing? I don't know. It wasn't magical.
But need
Do you
more
want some
ET.
animated characters in it.
No, it wasn't a magical experience watching it. I didn't.
It
For
was
me, a
dark.
format film, when it finishes, you have to go, fucking hell.
Hang on a
that
minute.
makes it a
I did a
format
little
film.
bit. Of that.
That's a 5-map film, surely.
Yeah.
There's only like about five map films.
It sounds like we need
You
to
can't-
recalibrate the map.
Five is perfection, isn't it? 5 is perfection. This cannot be improved in any way.
5 is excellent.
No, I disagree. 5 is perfect.
No, 5 is
100%.
excellent. 4 is
Mm.
very good. 3 is good.
It's a
2
logarithmic
is
scale.
average. 1 is poor.
I was going for some sort of not incandescent, perpetual upwards.
Bell
And
curve.
infinite.
What's the what the computer's going to do before Judgment Day?
Singularity.
Singularity, yeah. What do they call it? Moore's law. It's always going up. Exponential growth.
Exponential.
Yeah. Right, so for 5 mats for me is a perfect film. You're just saying it's excellent.
Yeah. Just excellent.
There are
Plus,
no
I-
perfect films.
I would say that I will always rank 1 mat below you on every film, pretty much.
Yeah, because you've got no taste, have you?
No, I mean it will be exactly 1 mat, and that the taste is the same. It's just that I have
Poor
Duller.
taste.
you watch more, and I
Yeah.
watch less because I have to go into it thinking it's worth my time.
Well, surely you should have more good films than if you watch less. Because if you were to have a perfect 5-mat film, you could never
That's
have
what I'm
another
saying.
one.
There's only
because
about
the
5.
next 5-mat film that comes along proves that the previous perfect film isn't
No.
perfect.
No. It's not the number 1 perfect film. It's this film is perfect. There's no
This
way
film
of
has
improving
achieved
it.
perfection.
Yeah, it's
And then the
perfect.
other film achieves exactly the same
So-
level of perfection in every way.
Yeah. So
Not
Empire,
buying it.
Empire Strikes Back, Godfather Part 2. Struggling for what would be a 5-mat film.
Taking a 50-foot woman.
First Indiana Jones film.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah.
That is a perfect film.
There's not a lot. That's what I'm saying. There's
Lion.
Spaceballs.
2-digit Lion.
Jurassic Park.
No, not having that.
Too many dinosaurs.
I quite like it where the T-Rex eats the lamb, and he has the chain hanging out of his mouth. That's a pretty gruesome film was it a PG?
I
Yeah.
think it was a PG, yeah.
Which means anyone can go as long as you're with the parent.
Yeah.
It's pretty gruesome, I think.
Mm.
I love the scene at the beginning of the film where Dr. Grant is on his dig and the kid has a go at him about, the big chickens.
My eldest son has several velociraptors, and for days he's been saying he takes something to bed with him every night. Sometimes it's Teddy, sometimes it's a toy, like a hard toy. And for days he's been asking for specifically his yellow and green velociraptor. So I finally found it today. It was hiding under a truck on his windowsill.
Sneaky.
Yeah.
Clever girl.
And well done, Ben.
Thanks.
And he asked me what that was. The claw that's slightly up on its paw.
He clocked
The
it.
G-claw. Is it a G-claw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, "What's that for?" And I almost did the
The movie quote.
Professor Grant, whatever his name is,
I'm looking for my son. No, wrong one. Shit.
what they used to do.
So then all the garbage masses on the detention level.
No, that was
One.
no. The mixture of lager and or ale and Bailey's is taking.
Commander,
effect.
to report this ship. I want those plans found. That's one, isn't it?
I want those plans found right now.
Commander, tear the ship apart until you find.
Commander, tear the ship apart. That's a strange name. Commander,
you-
tear the ship apart.
Until you found those plans. I want the passengers. I want them alive. No.
Almost Spanish then.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Is that Hunt for Red October?
Oh, you remember that one, don't you?
Inigo Montoya.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Do you remember what film it is and who the actor is?
Is it Al Pacino?
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Scarface.
Scarface. No.
That's Tony Montana.
Say
Say hello to my little friend.
Cut him down. Cut the microphone. You don't need a wee like 10 minutes ago anyway.
Yeah, but I've
You
concentrated.
re-ingested it.
I've re-ingested the urine. Oh my.
in through my spine.
You sound like the guy
Love
from
a system.
Catrick, the policeman.
It's The Princess Bride.
Well, I've watched about 3/4 of that film. Pissed one
Princess
night.
Bride, jeez.
Yeah, I've never watched that as a child.
And the actor is, I think is it Mandy Patinkin? He's Saul in that Claire Danes terrorist show.
Oh yeah.
Homeland. So
Homeland.
her Jewish head of department,
right.
Saul. That's Inigo Montoya.
Yeah.
Mandy Patinkin, I think he's called.
Girl's name.
Oh,
It's quite sim-
Mandy, you came and you
Yeah.
brought me a turkey on my vacation
Vacation
away
away
from
from
worky.
worky.
Do they still make The Simpsons?
Yes.
Do they?
Yeah. Like they
I
said,
watched one for 20 years.
and if in a famous episode they said they will keep making it until it's no longer profitable. They said that in an episode.
What channel is it on?
Fox.
Fox.
Oh, so you have to have Sky something.
Well, no,
to
it's
get
on Channel 4
It's
still,
on
isn't
a-
it?
yeah.
Is it on Channel 4?
Well, it used to be
Repeat,
BBC Two at 6
sister.
o'clock, didn't it?
Yeah, that
Isn't
was
it?
like when it first, in the mid to late 90s, when it first came to
Yeah.
England.
Switch over Neighbours,
Oh,
Yeah.
junks again.
Simpsons. Buffy
Well, it
the
was on
Vampire
BBC
Slayer.
One on a Saturday night, briefly.
Really?
Yeah, and then it got moved to a different slot.
I bet I've not seen a new Simpsons since the film came out.
Yeah. Spider Pig
Spider Pig.
does
Cat's film.
whatever a pig does.
I got some Brexit news.
Oh fuck me! We're doing articles now after a fucking hour of no.
Do you want to talk about cats?
There's a shortage of pigs in blankets.
No, because I've just got a foot long pig in blanket.
There's going to be a national shortage of pigs in blankets.
Oh no, I know. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Have you not heard about this?
Is this the Thundercats redo?
Have you
No,
heard
no.
about this or what?
Is that Panthro?
That's Judi Dench as I don't know the names.
Memories.
Mr.
all I know.
Mistopheles.
No, she's not Mr. Mistopheles.
Mr. Perkles.
Percolator cat. Anyway, CGI shit apparently, and like it kind of morphs into a normal human hand, and like the fur shifts.
This is a
off
problem.
The face.
CGI has a real problem with fur.
Well, no, it used to.
does.
Yeah.
No, it used to. No, this is a problem.
That's an
This is
example
a
of it
problem
working.
of them trying to put merge a human face with a cat face, basically.
Is this why it's been derided, this film? Because of the...
Have you not seen the trailer? It looked
No.
like a fucking bootleg trailer.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It looked like something someone had made up on YouTube. It's just awful. It's awful.
Not as good as the Kenobi trailer
But-
that someone made.
Yeah, I know. It's got Doody Poodie.
Diddy Pooty. Judi Dench.
It's been they took it away after the feedback because of backlash, and they've completely re-edited it.
Jason Derulo, isn't it? Isn't he?
Yeah, Idris Elba, Taylor Swift, some ballet dancer
Right.
who's like someone in it because she's a good dancer.
Who's the director?
Tom, I want to say Tom Hooper.
Hooper,
That
eh?
might be wrong.
Hooper.
The guy who did King's Speech
Right.
and some other musical he's done as well, and he's an Oscar. He won an Oscar, didn't he, for King's Speech? But it's truly awful.
You've seen it?
No, I don't. I just follow the reviews of it.
Comments.
I just don't like
Yeah, looks
musicals.
alright.
No, I don't like musicals. I don't think I've ever been able to watch a musical all the way through, ever.
Apart from some of... Would you call the early Disney films musicals? Like Robin Hood?
Cinderella.
I didn't watch the girly ones.
Cinderella. Yeah, Jungle Book.
Jungle Book is
Jungle
definitely
Book is probably my favourite ever cartoon. Film. I just wanted Baloo the bear to let me sail
Been my
on.
dad.
Yeah. Sail down the river on his belly,
Yeah.
basically, whilst he fed me fruit.
Well, hello there, little britches.
Yeah.
5 Matt film.
It's a 5-mat film. Yeah,
Jungle
Perfect.
Book,
it's a classic.
Yeah, Tom Hooper, well done.
Hooper.
Really? I thought we were on YouTube then. Well, we are, but
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Yeah.
Why have we got timestamps for the comments?
Ben
I wonder-
probably turned it off, didn't he?
It is Christmas. We all ready?
Oh, so you asked that about half an hour ago, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done everything.
Yeah. I think I need to go and get some more baby food pouches tomorrow.
For easy teas.
I need to chop some firewood. I bought a new saw blade for my mitre saw. So I'm going to...
Make some frames.
It's a rip saw blade or something.
Right.
So it does rough cuts. But it's heavy duty. That's what I need.
Heavy duty.
Do you not consider doing it by hand?
I have been doing it by hand, yeah. But it's just
Oh, it's good exercise though, isn't it?
yeah. But I don't need exercise. What are you fucking trying to say?
No.
Call me a fat shit.
No.
I chopped down
It's,
2 fucking
you-
massive trees by hand
You,
last year.
you'll be using muscles that you don't normally use by doing that.
I masturbate all the
muscles.
time.
And not like that.
How do you masturbate?
Like that. I'm saying you do.
Have you seen these guys who do it backwards?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Have I seen these guys?
Cutting down trees.
no, masturbating.
Backwards.
Yeah.
The reverse time.
Through your legs.
With the fist upturned.
Who's?
Have you seen the
Yeah.
guys? Is the most
And
disturbing
how
part
did
of
you
it.
Google that?
I didn't Google it.
Reverse masturbation.
No, I've seen
All
it.
right, we're Googling it, boys. It's Phil's internet.
It's definitely a thing.
Reverse.
Well, is it just something you've been watching
Masturbation.
and you thought his hands the wrong way around? What's he doing? Is that what it is?
Could be. Oh, how
How
to reverse
the effects of masturbation.
Prone masturbation.
We're not the,
Traumatic masturbatory syndrome. Ah,
TMS.
TMS.
we're not the only mammal who masturbates, are we?
Dolphins.
Do they?
Monkeys.
Are dolphins? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Animals that masturbate. I think I can hear the black
Oh, yeah.
helicopters
Elephants.
circling the studio.
Walrus. Rodents.
Lizards.
Bats. Lizards. Turtle. Everyone. Everyone does it.
Oh no, this is a list of 9.
Primates.
Primates.
Cetaceans. Oh no. How does that
that's
masturbate?
dolphin.
How does a whale masturbate?
Yeah, that
Oh my god.
Whoa.
I am the walrus.
Look
Rodent.
at that. Oh no, wait. That's a branch.
Bats.
Invisible.
Lizards.
Lizards. Turtles.
They
Well,
have a double phallus. Hemipenes.
every credit to him.
Mm.
Turtles.
There's niche porn, isn't it, with the guy with the double penis?
Yeah.
That's fake, isn't it? How is it?
No.
No, you believe in double penis man.
Yeah.
Double penis man.
Double dick slinger.
Double Dixon.
I thought, isn't it funny how dogs dream?
What? How do we get into dogs dreaming?
I think with a certain amount of brain, I think it's a byproduct, isn't it, of experience, dreaming.
I don't know. Is that right?
You can dream about stuff you've not experienced before, though.
I
Specific.
suppose, but it's things that you've thought of in different
Is it?
ways. Yeah.
Maybe. Subliminally.
I had a dream last night about Maya Jama.
What's a Maya Jama?
She's a person.
Right.
Yeah, drama.
What's
Definitely
Maya
wasn't a
Jama mean?
sex dream.
Is this a pop star or something?
She's like a presenter. If she goes out with Stormzy.
Okay. You had a dream about her.
Mm.
What's the setting?
It's a sex dream.
Where?
I can't remember. I just remember it being a sex dream. I can't remember. A flat? I don't know.
Fly. That's grim. You're dreaming. You can be anywhere you want. You've chosen
I didn't knock on the door,
a
did I?
fucking flat. You had sex through the letterbox.
It's not big enough.
I've not had a sex dream for ages.
Oh, it's because you're dead inside.
Must be, yeah.
Because you only sleep 3 hours a night like a lizard anyway, don't you?
I usually get 7,
Exactly.
6.5.
You not give yourself enough.
7's bare minimum, innit?
Very rarely get 7.
No. The more... when you're awake, you're actually causing brain damage.
Yeah, I can believe that after this week.
It's true. You actually... So when you're asleep, you're not...
It flushes out your prions or whatever.
So like when you dream, so when
That's linked to Alzheimer's, isn't it?
when you go to REM, that's when you basically...
Is that the beginning of the sleep or the end of the sleep?
end. So there's 5 stages.
Right.
Very light sleep, deep sleep, very deep sleep, and REM.
And do you go through them in that order?
And if you wake
Right.
up, you have to start at the beginning.
So REM is like the last bit of your
Mm.
sleep.
The light, it's
Right.
quite light. I think.
Be heavy.
No,
Start off light now, and go heavier.
I don't know. It might be. But that's when you apparently some research suggests that it's when you lay down memories and skills. So if you've been doing something in the day, learning a new task,
Wash the fence. Paint the fence.
paint the fence,
Wax on.
wax on, wax off.
Yeah.
Apparently, the same neurons will fire, but like 100 times the speed to lay down those neuronal linkages.
Neural pathways.
Mm.
Neural
I
net.
don't know where I pulled that from. That's something I've heard about, though. Neural
Yeah.
pathways.
But the more you use something,
Yeah.
the better.
The digger the rut, the deeper the rut is
Mm.
in that pathway.
Yeah,
So the information's easier to access.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild, isn't it?
There's some theories to say that you basically everything you ever experienced is in there somewhere.
This is my bone of contention with the realms of perception.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Your brain has to filter everything out, doesn't it? Filters everything down to what's relevant.
There's a filtering theory about a brain.
Your eyes see more than what you can see now with your eyes.
Yes.
And you can probably smell more and hear more, but your brain filters down what is relevant for your
Yes.
survival.
So it's the cocktail party effect.
Yeah. Don't they say we only use something like 10% of our brains or something stupid?
That's
Oh,
probably
some
a
nonsense.
misnomer.
Yeah. It's the
Right.
Mandela effect. Lost
I
him.
didn't mean to kill it dead.
Moving on.
And cold finish. Is this the last one of the year? No.
Well, it depends if we're doing next
Third.
weekend, doesn't it?
What's
Well, it would be the 29th. Sunday.
I don't know if I can do that
Sunday the 29th.
because
it
my
would be.
wife's going out, I think.
do a review of the year?
Can do.
Oh, God.
It's been a good year.
Hasn't it?
Yeah.
Robbery.
Nothing's gone wrong this year.
Nothing's gone wrong.
Better
this
than
year.
last year.
Better than last year, yeah. Yeah. You personally or
Yeah.
globally?
Oh, no, personally.
Oh, yeah.
Personally and globally.
Okay, yeah.
My personal global experience.
Global hypercolour.
Should bought some crisps.
Right.
We have not eaten anything.
I've had
Right,
some
we're
cheese.
going.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Ben's got work tomorrow. So.
I have. Merry Christmas.
A Christmas
Filthy
Eve.
animals.
Ben's working on Christmas Eve.
Can't live forever.
Fucking idiot.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
No.
Because it's
Is that a looped track of you jingling some bells?
it's live.
You need to turn our mics down. And number 4. Oh my god. Number 4.